and welcome to News Movement English. I'm Sayani Day. Let's start today's news. Today is Friday. Like previous Fridays, we are with you with some special. Here today, we will tell you about the Pegasus update of Supreme Court, care for children in Durgapuja, something about RPF, something new about Durgapuja, and poems in English.
Like, share and subscribe and forward YouTube channel News Moment. For more details and for advertisement, contact editor 9563830.
Now, let's have a look on what Supreme Court taken action on Pegasus. The Supreme Court will set up a committee and appointed all the members to inquiry into the Pegasus snooping row, the Chief Justice N.V. Ramana said Thursday morning, adding that interim orders would likely be issued next week. The Chief Justice was hearing another matter when he told one of the lawyers, who also represents one of the Pegasus petitioners, of this development. We wanted to pass an order on the matter before this week, but some members we thought of considering for the committee. For personal reasons, they declined to be a part of this committee, hence the delays. He said that. We will try to pass an order on Pegasus next week, he also added. The Chief Justice's remarks are significant given that the government in the last hearing on September 13 offered to set up a committee to inquire into allegation of violation of privacy. The government had said it would form that committee and that it would report to the Supreme Court. This was after strong remarks over the refusal to file a detailed affidavit citing national security. Filing and making it public discourse is not possible will affect national security. We cannot let terrorists know what software is used. Solicitor General Tushar Mehta had initially told the court. An unimpressed and irked Chief Justice reminded Mr. Mehta, we don't want to know about national security. The issue is, we have citizens saying their phones were trapped. Last time also we clarified, intervene in national security. The Justice Suryakant also on the bench said then, claims of individual phones hacked. Which agency has the powers? Is it authorized? The court then pointed out that even if a committee were appointed, its report would normally, like the affidavit the government declined to file, also be a matter of public record. The senior advocate Kapil Sibal, appearing for two petitioners, had said, don't want to hamper the national security. If Pegasus was used, ordinary citizens targeted, and it is very serious. Want to be a doctor? Hold the hands of an expert. Coaching for medical need aims entrance examinations by D.K. Lal Sir. Regular classes for class 11th, 12th and BSc. Contact number 9832-824-975. Now we are going to tell you some tips to avoid coronavirus transmission while celebrating Navaratri or Durgapuja. Durgapuja and Navaratri are the two of the biggest festivals which are celebrated with friends and families gathering together. It is followed by the festivals of lights and many more. However, this year's celebrations are a little different as the world is hit by the coronavirus pandemic. Keeping in mind the situation, it is important to ensure that families and friends are healthy and safe while celebrating the festival. Here are some tips to avoid transmission of the virus and to stay safe. First, follow the SOP. People should take preventionary measures and precautions from exposure to COVID-19. Wearing masks, social distancing, washing hands regularly and using hand sanitizer are some of the precautions you must take to ensure that you and your beloved ones stay safe. Point number 2. Check for any symptoms. Make sure you know the basic symptoms of the disease to avoid the severity of the case and to prevent from spreading to others. Many people who might have contracted the virus can be asymptomatic. So make sure not to leave unchecked with any slight symptoms. Try to celebrate inside your house with your own family or limited people to avoid putting other people at risk, but also for your family. A weak immunity family member is vulnerable to others' infections and COVID 19. Point number 3, avoid assumptions. Various people around the world have been infected with COVID 19 and many have recovered from it. However, the people are careless towards the precautions with an assumption that they will not get the virus or they will recover from it anyhow. But there is no vaccine yet, and there can be cases of reinfection or severity among anyone infected. Point number 4, greetings. The Indian way of greetings, Namaste, is the best way of avoiding physical touch. It was also seen in many slogans during the beginning of the pandemic instead of handshakes. Using the traditional way of greetings, especially during the festivals, can be a great way to prevent spreading the viruses. Point number 5. Avoid eating from outside. There is no evidence that COVID 19 can be transferred through cooked food, but it is the best not to eat from outside during the festivals. There is a higher chance of infection in crowded spaces, and it can also cause other stomach infections that will affect your immunity and overall health. This might put you at a high risk of the infection. Angel Vidya Mandir, a sure way to success. We provide classes from class 8 to 10, class 11 12, Science, Arts, Commerce, Bengali and English, graduation honors and program, computer science plus application, economics, Sanskrit, pol science, philosophy, BCom, and we also provided all types of competitive classes like SSC, Rail, WBCS and state level exam. Our contact number are 9932864067 and 81161833079. A big step was taken by Indian Railway. In Indian Railways, a big step is being taken to eliminate all the possibilities of corruptions at any level in the security force RPF. Railway Minister has issued instruction to all the chief senior commissioners from train escort to patrolling duty and before public contact duty. Private crash declaration has been made mandatory in registers and movement orders. After assuming the post of the new railway minister, where steps were taken in the direction of strengthening the system by transferring zonal railway GMs and divisional railway managers on a large scale in the last days. At the same time, a big step has been taken to eliminate all the possibilities of corruption at any level in the security force in the railways. Orders have been issued in this regard by the Ministry of Railways, which will be strictly enforced by all the Chief Security Commissioners. The security circles has been issued to all the Chief Security Commissioners on behalf of the Director General of RPF. From train escort to patrolling duty and the public contact duty, orders have been made to make private cash declaration mandatory in registers and movement orders. In the orders issued by the Director General of RPF, Kumar Rajesh Chandra, it has been made clear that when the personnel of Railway Protection Force and the Railway Protection Special Force join their duty, it will be mandatory from them to declare their private cash before that. Strict orders to comply with the security circular issued by the Director General of all Zonal Railways, RPSF, Metro Rail, Kolkata, and Konkan Railway Corruptions Limited, except all production units, code, construction, RDSO, as well as Director, RPF Academy, all the Chief Security Commissioners of Lucknow and Director, RPF Training Center, Kharagpur, have been given. Given instruction in the circular, it has also been said that although orders related to these have been issued from time to time regarding the private cash declaration of RPF personnel, strictness is being made. 9 points have been included in the circular and orders have been given for the strict compliance on field stock, which are follows. RPF staff are more in contact with the movement of common people, that is, in the mass contact area. All of them will be required to declare their private cash before reporting their duty. It will be mandatory to declare the details of private cash both in words and figures in the special register with your sign. Mass contact area including train escorting, platform duty, PRS, booking counter duty, scrap delivery witnessing, staff attending auction, tender dropping, calculating area, parking lots duty, workshop gates duty, good workshop gate duty, scrap delivery witness, siding duty, central stores gate duty, seal checking duty, raid, searching, special operations where RPF staff is deputed or where passengers, businessman or common man comes in contact with RPF staff. It is mandatory to enter the personal cash details of that employee in the register. Apart from this, it will be mandatory to record both in the private cash declaration registered in the movement order of the RPF staff who will be deployed on train escort duties, patrolling duties. Apart from this, a limit has been fixed for the carrying cash for the staff on deployment for static duty and mobile duty. For RPF staff posted on static duty, only 750 will be allowed to be carried. At the same time, a carrying limit of 2,000 has been kept for the staff doing mobile duty for a train escort and patrolling duty. It will be mandatory for RPF and RPSF staff having cash in excess of the limit to specify the purpose of the same in the private cash declaration register. At the same time, such cash will have been verified by the on-duty supervisor or officer. Departmental action will be taken against the staff personnel for processing undeclared cash and not complying with this instruction. At the same time, the post commander will ensure that the formalities of declaration of private cash for the deployment of railway protection special force staffs who will not post in the mass contact area. Along with this, all this instruction will be implemented even while deploying home guards and auxiliary force members working under the supervision and control of RPF. Regular surprise checks from surplus cash should be conducted by ASC rank officers and high officials while on duty of RPF staffs. At the same time, in the event of abnormal recovery, appropriate necessary action will be ensured. The checking will be reviewed every month by higher officials at the levels of the Chief Security Commissioners. Compliance of such direction should also include checking of IVG teams in all PCMSC month-wise chartered. Railway Board IVG team will also do a surprise check on this. Challenge 100% success guarantee or 100% money refund with court agreement. JEE and NEET coaching by Motion, the Durgapuja Study Center. Contact us 9434 822 278 and 8900 100 080. According to our working editor Vikash Prasad, Durgapuja or Durgapuja is the traditional festival centered on the worship of Hindu goddess Durga. Durgapuja is prevalent throughout the Hindu society. However, it is the one of the special religious and social festival in Bengali Hindu society. Durgapuja is performed on an auspicious day of Ashwin and Charitra. Durgapuja in the month of Ashwin is known as Sharadiya Durgapuja and Durgapuja in the month of Chaitra is known as Bashanti Durgapuja. However, the popularity of Sharadiya Durgapuja is high. Sharadiya Durgapuja is usually held from the 6th to 18th day of the Shukla Paksha of the month of Ashwin. These 5 days are known as Durga Shashti, Mahasaptami, Mahashtami, Mahanavami and Vijayadashami respectively. The Shukla Paksha of the month of Ashwin is called Goddess Paksha. The new moon at the beginning of the Goddess Paksha is named Mahalaya. On this day, Hindus pay homage to their ancestors. However, there are many miraculous stories about the arrival of Almighty Goddess Durga. One of them is Durgapuja of the Bhattacharya family home adjacent to the great land of Ukda in Andal. Decades ago, when the Bengal was ruled by a king, Mahashaya Ganga Narayan Bhattacharya, the 8th generation of the Bhattacharya family, was the chief priest of the then king of Bardhaman. It is said that Ganga Narayan Bhattacharya Mahashaya had come to his uprooted area at the time due to some disagreement with the king. Sharmishtha Bhattacharya, the present generation of Bhattacharya family, said that after her 8th generation, Ganga Narayan Bhattacharya came here. It is said that he had received the dream order of Ma Durga. Mother Durga told Gangaram Bhattacharya about herself being under a tree in the dream. As per the orders of the mother, Gangaram went under the tree and met the mother. Mother met Gangaram and told him that she wanted to have herself worshipped as a mad mother in the Bhattacharya family. From then on, the worship of the mother started. The mother Durga, also known as Khapama here. However, many miraculous tales are heard about this angry mother or Khapama. It is heard that one day a person selling conch bangles came to Bhattacharya and said that his daughter had owned a conch shell, said to take this price from you. Bhattacharya told the conch seller that he never married. So where did the daughter come from? So who owed the branch? The conch shell seller took Bhattacharya to a pond and showed him that his daughter had owned the conch here. Pandit Bhattacharya understood that this would be the game of Ma Durga. He started calling his mother from the throat. Suddenly, 2 small hands wearing conch shell came out from the water. Mother proved that she owed the conch bangles as a daughter to a seller of conch shell bangles. And since then, out of 10 hands of this angry Mother Durga, 2 hands are big. The remaining 8 hands are small. It does not seem like such a Durga will happen anywhere else in this West Bardhaman district. So said the present generation of Bhattacharya family, Sharmishtha Devi. Apart from this, the Bhattacharya family also witnesses another miraculous story. It is said that once a group of robbers came to the temple to steal the jewelry of the mother. Surprisingly, in the morning, each of the bandits was recovered from the temple in the state of blindness. Everyone's belief is that Ma Durga has punished the bandits. The robbers could not take any jewelry of the mother. Despite all this, like other Durgas of the Bhattacharya family, is also worshipped with pomp. In this Bhattacharya family, the worship of the mother starts from the day of Bodhan. Advabi Bhattacharya, the youngest generation of the Bhattacharya family, said that they do not want to come out of the house even for a single day at the time of worship, because the happiness that everyone gets from being together in the house is not about being outside.
Biofina. Drink healthy, stay healthy. Lychee flavor. For trade inquiry, mail care@rkmgroup.in. Contact toll free number 1800-258-7060.
Durgapuja. The festival of Durgapuja was drawing to a close. The red carpets were being rolled up. The poles were being pulled out. The tents were being removed. And the broken pieces of thermocol lay strewn around like pieces of luggage. Ma Durga stood in a corner with her family and the wily Mahishasur, in a posture of strictly resolved and quiet determination, serene and calm, determined to continue her journey from this earthy mess into the divine, the infinite. We had our lunch and trickled out in small groups. Some wore wide smiles on their faces. Feeling let down, disappointed, one of them said, "Pujo shesh hoye jacche. Pujo is going to be over." Some wore disdain, far away, brooding expression on their faces, feeling sad, morose. One of them said, "No, I will not go for the Visarjan. Amar mon khub kharab." Some younger ones were bubbling with enthusiasm, optimistic, excited. One of them said, "Of course, I will go for the Visarjan." With a heavy heart and weary legs, I turned around, picked up our luggage, caught hold of my daughter's hand. Together we walked away. quite overcome by the frenzy of the moment. Christmas of the moment. Your beliefs become your thoughts become your words become your action becomes your habit becomes your values, and your values becomes your destiny.